What's up, guys? Pokepasoda here, and we're going to do a nice little short video. I say that every time, and it never is. Promise you. I'm going to try to zip through these, give you as much knowledge as I know about them, try to help you out there with some of these buys. Now, again, Pokepasoda here. We're up to 336 subs. Man, that's awesome. So cool. I appreciate it a bunch. Got over 400 videos. Definitely check it out. Had a few that kind of popped off. 10 reasons TCG might not be for you. Definitely check that one out. I've had a lot of people email me on that one and comment on the post. So definitely let me know what you think. And let's get started to it. First thing we're going to do is the biggest price spikes in Pokemon. This is TCGPlayer. They give us this information. And again, this doesn't mean it's every card that had a price spike, every card that's selling a bunch. These are the ones that really caught the attention. So let's go through it. Let's check it out. The one thing you're going to notice this week, which I've never seen before, these are expensive cards. So let's go through it. Let's see what we can do with it. And I don't know. Let me kind of give you my 2 cents on it. The reason I think these cards are higher priced for this week is because of PSA doing the shutdown on Tuesday, June 2nd. So I'm thinking that people might have bought these earlier in the week, hoping to have these in time to do a PSA type submission. But we'll see, because a lot of these high dollar cards they get PSA higher value anyway. Now, first one we have is a Psyduck. Okay, this is the Ascended Heroes. This is the IR. This one is no texture, of course. It's one of the biggest cards that's just an IR. Now, looking at this one, let's get conditions in here. So we got the near mint one. 60 copies of this only available. It's a $90 card right there from a person with quite a few sales actually, but it's Japanese. All right. Now, if we go to the first one here, $113. This thing has really went nuts. The 3 month, when you look at this, it was down to $60. It has doubled in price about. When you start looking through the sell-through rate on these in the last month, 526 of these, low 62, high of $170. A little bit crazy there, but that's a high for 170. And are they selling? Absolutely. 110, 112, 105, 110, 108, 109. These are selling, guys, and they're selling quite often. So if you have this card, I would definitely hold on to a little bit more. This one, actually, though, I want to say in a PSA 10, these have actually been hitting now for a while. Because remember, Ascended Heroes, this was a January 29th set that did release. And when we start going to the PSA values, possibly, let's get to that Psyduck. That PSA value for that Psyduck right now is about a $800 card. So definitely worth it. And even the 9 in this one is selling for a little bit more, which is always kind of weird. Usually the 9 value is right around the raw, but with the PSA having the stuff, wow, $700. This is a pretty consistent one. I don't even see any 9s on here, all 10s. So yeah, pretty good looking card. That's Psyduck. That's number one. Now the one that everybody loves is the Lovebirds, Latios and Latias. Okay, this is from Team Up, which is a goated set anyway. Those boxes are like over $10,000. Now, I'm not saying that this card's selling a ton, but if you look at the near mint copies, there's 2 of them available, and they are not cheap. Okay, this one right here, Chinese. This one right here, Chinese. Okay, Chinese. Remember, Chinese is really far behind, so they're trying to up their print runs so they can get these cards back out. Now, if we start looking at the lightly played and moderately played, okay, you're going to see this one right here, $2,400 card, moderately played, lightly played, okay, $4,000 card. This thing right here from Team Up, I mean, we might as well check it out, guys. Let's get over to Sun and Moon. This card is nuts. It's been diabolic, parabolic. Where are we at? Where's Team Up? Ultra Prism Prevent. There we are, Team Up. All right, so when we look at this one, we got the Lovebirds right here. This is a PSA 10. This thing is crazy, guys. I mean, gem rate on this thing, it's still a 50% card. A lot of the time with these old GXs card from Sun and Moon, you look at the border and be like, is it going to be a 45, 55 or whatever for the centering for PSA? But a lot of the times the boarding are so slim that the centering of these doesn't really matter. Now you look at this one, you got 2,410, and you got, I mean, this is probably a 40% gem rate, maybe a 35. Pretty good gem rate, but look at this PSA 10 sales, guys. I mean, these are recent, 16,000, 16,000. I remember back in 2022, I was trying to buy this card just raw, and they were going for $600 to $700 at the time. And the guy I wanted to buy it from actually backed out of the sale. He decided to keep it. So smart on his part. Because I would have graded it and I probably would have sold it by now for like probably $1,500 or $2,000 when I was selling at the time. Crazy, crazy card. If you do have this card, it is awesome. I do have this is like an alt art. I do have the other one of the Latios and Latias. I believe it's a rainbow. This one right here. This is the one I have. And this one, gem rate on it, it's not bad. It's probably about a 35 to 40%. I think I have this in a 9. So it's about a $200 card. It's about the raw price of raw price is 123. So double the raw price. But very cool card. That is one I did pull from Team Up though. Now keep going here. We have the, Team Up just doesn't stop. The Gengar Mimikyu GX. This card is unbelievable. Okay. Now this card right here, when we're looking at near mint copies, there's only 4 of them available. Okay. This one, $2,000, $2,200, $2,200, $2,600. If you look at this thing in a 1 year, this was a $700 card, guys. And this has went up and doubled. It's a crazy card, guys. And look at, I mean, let's just get down to brass tacks. Second highest card you're going to have in the Team Up. And this one, a PSA 10, is nuts. And actually, when you look at this one is right at 50%, as high as 52%. It did get for gem rates. I remember this was close to a 60% gem rate. Crazy. And like I said, with Sun and Moon and the really thin borders, these cards gemmed out pretty well. It was actually insanely well. I'm really excited because I actually have a Gengar Mimikyu from, oh my gosh, I can't think what set it's from. I don't think it's from Team Up. Oh, no, it is Team Up right here. This is the one I bought. This one I bought from a gentleman on Marketplace, and I paid $150 for it. Gosh, it would have been about October, November, and now it's about a $250 card. So it really does look like it could get a 10. But I looked at it, we're even at a 9 or an 8, I'd be up money anyway. So this is one of my favorite Gengar Mimikyu cards. He's tag team. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Perfection. Now, when you look at this card, okay, this card does have a sell-through rate. It's not crazy, the 1 month on it. There's been 4 copies that have sold, low of $330, which is probably a Chinese or Japanese art, and then 2,200. But again, these are selling. That is why it is on this list. Okay. Now, let's get crazy here. The Giratina VSTAR. Now, when we started looking at this is from Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith, one of the best sets from the Sun and, or not Sun, Moon, but Sword and Shield. Can't even talk right now. This one has actually taken the top 10 or the 10 spot, number 1 spot out of the cards. Now, it does not PSA 10 the highest one, but if we go to just the raw value on it now, it has overtaken the Mewtwo V-Star. And it not has only overtaken it, it has surpassed it by a lot. Okay. This one right here, if you look at the actual craziness of it in the last month, this thing, let's get, we don't want to select rate, we just want raw. So this is crazy, guys. This was a $220 card, and now that's saying it's 260, but it's way above that, guys. So for raw price, there we go, $380 right there for raw. Okay. Now this card, unbelievable. When we look at it here, the sell-through rate on this one's been crazy. The 1 month on this one, $240 all the way to $373. 69 of these are sold, $239 for the low, which is the beginning of the month, up to $460. Now, if you look in condition wise, take a look at how close this is to a $400 card. Insane. Okay. Now, starred seller, $400. $400. $400. Unreal. It's like Oprah of cards. You get a $400 card, you get a $400 card. This shit is crazy, guys. This card has almost doubled in value in the last 3 months. Insane. The crazy, crazy thing, though, that I think is that when you look at the PSA 10 values of this card, okay, when we start looking at the PSA value for a 10, this card right here, the gem rate on it, pretty good. These gem out at a very, I have a PSA 8 of this one somehow. Like, I'm one of the 3,356 people that have it. This thing gems out pretty well, around 60%. The PSA 10 of this card, though, being a $400 raw card, only a PSA at like $700 is crazy. Usually it's 1.5 to 2 times the amount. So To me, a PSA 10 copy of this card has not caught up to the raw value. I think this will be close to $1,000 PSA 10 card because if the raw value is going to be 400, there's no way it's going to stay at $700 in a PSA 10. There's no way. No other card does that. I mean, clip this, okay? Put a like a siren in the chat or something that shows that you're going to come back to this because I guarantee you this card it will go up in value, be close to $1,000 if it's staying on the same trajectory for the raw. If it's a $400 raw card, there's no way it stays at $667 for a PSA 10. No way. Now another one we got here is from Evolving Skies. This is one of my favorite Rayquaza arts. It was a I never pulled the V. I only pulled the V Max. But I didn't only pull it. I pulled it 3 different times. Now this one, we look at the near mint copies of it. Check this out. Okay, this one right here, it's a Spanish version. We don't want that. This one right here, $1,200, $1,200, $1,200. Okay, and then look at you're up to $1,500 after just a few sales, guys. And then I always like to look at the last list. It's usually like 20,000 or something. So let's see, eight. No, that's not bad. 1,700. So yeah. Now let's look at the actual rate on this one. This card was down to $820. In the last month, it surpassed $1,000. Sell through rate, 11 of them sold last month. Unbelievable looking card. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the one thing that I would just love for people to see on this one is when you start looking at the sets for this one, with the Evolving Skies, this card has went nuts. Okay. This was a PSA like $700, $800 card. Now a PSA 10 of this one, which look at that gem rate, guys. 14,000 and a 10. There is only, that's going to be about 5,700. We'll say 6,000. There's 6,500. This is like a, wow, this is like a 70% gem rate for a 10. Crazy. And right now in a 10, it's $2,600. So if you buy one of these raw at $1,200, the chance of you getting a 10 are real, real good. So unbelievable looking card, great looking art. I love it. Okay. Now get on here. We got the Carablast. This is from Black Bolt. Okay. This one on here, this is a one I was familiar with. But in the last month, it went from an $8 card down to a $22 card. And 211 have sold, 8 for the low, 30 for the high. And when you start looking at these in the near mint condition, there's only 33 of them for sale. And if you go to the last page, okay, $100 card, $50 card. Now this thing gets over the $30 mark once you get past like 20 of these for sale. This card is going up real fast. Now, if we want to look at, is this a PSA 10 that you're worth, sorry guys, nose itches, PSA 10 that's worth buying? Let's check it out. Okay. I'm not as familiar with this card. I want to see because there's a reason this has to be selling, and it has to be because there must be a PSA almost. There's got to be a play on it. All right. So we got, oh, those are PSA 10s. Let's go ahead and get the raw card on there. Again, Black Bolt White Flare is some of the most underrated there are. Where are we at? Carablast. Right there. It's only, I mean, gosh, it's not that great. It's about 15% gem rate. But this one, and maybe it's highly playable. I really don't know. But the sell-through rate on these ones are crazy. If you check out the last month on them, 211 selling. That's a lot. In the last 3 months, 423. Over the last 6 months, 719. So this card has been selling. I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe it's highly playable. But again, this made the list. And now, last but not least, it's a Charizard from good old 151. This card has actually started to go back up in value. It was going down quite a bit. If you look at the 6-month trend, it was a $250 card, went up to $500, and now this thing in the near mint, first starred seller, $450. And if you look at it, you are only, I went through this once before already, you are 27 sales away from a $500 card. Okay, that thing's going to be $500. And if you, another thing about this one is if you look at this actual 151 card, okay, the PSA 10 value on it's kind of crazy because it has went nuts. This thing in the last 6 months was a PSA 10, like $927. This now is a $1,700 card, guys. And if you look at the gem rate on this one, it has a dog shit gem rate. I mean, we're talking dog shit. This is like an 18 to 20% gem rate. Terrible. I sent mine in when I first pulled it. I've only pulled one of these ever. I got a PSA 7 on it. And I was like, well, that's dog shit. But thing was, I ended up selling it as a 7, and I think I sold it for the raw value pretty much is what it was, like $170 at the time. This card right here in a 10, it has finally gotten to the point where it deserves to be. This shouldn't have been around $1,000 card. 151's too iconic of a set. To see this thing going up doesn't surprise me a bit. The other ones I like to see going up right now too are the Blastoise, the Charmander, and the Pikachu. Squirtle's always going to be a crowd favorite. That one's about $522. These cards are going nuts, guys. You may not believe it, but right now, 151 in set value is $245. Now, before we get out of here, because that Charizard is the last one, I want to look at some set values that we actually do have from some of the new stuff. Now, Chaos Rising, the set value on this one's down to $1,400. This was a $2,200 set. Now it's went down. These are the PSA ones. Of course, Greninja did have a PSA sale, but it's still a $463 card. And the Mega Greninja, the Hyper Rare, this one now is about a $325 card. It got down to 300. Okay. Now, as we go from there, Perfect Order. Perfect Order, $930. The Meowth has went down. It's less than $200 now. And the Hyper Rare Zygarde still hovering around that 165, with the actual Zygarde SIR staying around the $100 mark. Now, if we go to Ascended Heroes, look at this, guys. Total set value for this thing is $7,810. Gengar and Pikachu just keep going back and forth. It's a real dick measuring contest at this point. I think this will keep going back and forth. But the Mega Dragonite, Mega Charizard Y, they have really done some work. And then the Pikachu, super wild. So this is why people are still buying Ascended Heroes, guys. The set value is so freaking high. Okay. Now, if you look at Ascended Heroes and look at Phantasmal Flame set value, $1,500. No different than Chaos Rising. It has 2 cards. All right. If it wasn't for Mega Charizard X, this set, I mean, this would be an Obsidian Flames 2.0. Then if you start looking at Mega Evolution, this one's about a $2,000 set, $1,800 set. Those hyper rare Lucario, Gardevoir are doing work. They are doing really good. So, but hey guys, this right here is the biggest price spikes in Pokemon this week. Definitely check it out. Look at it on TCG Player. And, if you're looking for some movement in the hobby, this is always there. But guys, as always, it's Pokeepisode. Like and subscribe. And thanks a bunch for stopping by the channel. Leave a comment below and let me know which one of these cards you wish you had in your collection. And remember, guys, catch them all.